This is some of the important airdrop updates you need to know today, starting with the Sanctum Airdrop. And we do actually have the tokenomics released with their rough overview, and the Sanctum Season 1 has ended. So you will no longer be able to get any XP. As you can see, mine has stopped counting up, and this whole season has ended. So as a very quick overview of what this giant post says, it basically said that they have ended the season early as it has met all of their requirements for what they wanted to happen, and they didn't want to run it on just milking people with more quests which didn't really do anything. So there is a few things we didn't get. They have ended the quests early, obviously, and we also never got to see what these evolved pets look like, so it would be quite nice to see them. But basically what Lee says is that they got over 300,000 wallets involved. Of course, people with multiple wallets, as it was more safer from a security standpoint to do this. But what he said is Season 2 won't be launching immediately. They're going to have a break while they wait to do their launch, which hopefully will happen sometime in June. They do not mention, but by the timing of this post, it's near the beginning of the month. We do have details about the tokenomics, which I will show now as well. So if I go onto the chart, we can see some important information. There is a big community allocation, quite a big team allocation, investors reserve, launch. This is what they're giving to Jupiter people that voted, and this is what they're giving to the LFG launch. So they will be having a curve similar to the Uprock drop. So the graph looks a bit messy now, but when it launched, it was kind of an upward sloping curve. That is what Sanctum will be having on their drop, and they will be using Meteor as well, and they were also going for a very similar tokenomics drop on their TGE, in that they are not going for the low float high FDV. They are dropping a very large supply of the tokens around their pre-sale price, so hopefully we see some organic token growth. So this team allocation is very big, as I said, but there's a few things to note. So this will be vested over 2 years, with a certain unlocked on the drop and the rest kind of linearly unlocked. But I do still think this is a very large amount. We might have to wait for more details on exactly what goes into this. They have also said that the Sanctum team will not be giving any special handouts to the centralized exchanges either. So they're not going to pay anything for listing fees. And they really are community driven. And at the end of the day, these centralized exchanges kind of defeat the purpose of a lot of these governance tokens. If all of the trading was on the centralized exchanges, there would be no value proposition for the tokens. So I think that is quite good. Next up, Aethir Cloud have released more details about their airdrop, which is happening on the 12th of June. So from this post, we can see a bit of a breakdown of how they're doing their token allocation. So 6% of the total supply will be divided between these three groups. So just looking into this blog post a bit, we can see that they had over 860,000 participants over their 35-day campaign. And remember, we've been doing this. And some details, they do actually reward the Galaxy and Layer 3, so they didn't just make us do it for nothing, but they did say the Aethir Cloud, Galaxy and Layer 3 quest participants who met the badge requirements will be secured for some of the ATH drop. They also have the breakdown of how it works for each season, so a smaller first and second season and a much larger third season. For the specifics on the actual claim, they do say that on the 12th of June, all Aethir Cloud drop participants will be able to claim their ATH allocation through the designated link on their social media. But currently, if you go onto the website, you won't be able to see any claim or really see how many of what your token allocation will be. So I'm not quite sure when stuff like this is getting released. Solayer have also announced that they have ended their Epoch 1, as they did release their deposit threshold of 50 million total value locked. So I did actually cover this, but what happened was they had some issues with their program, so they've had to relaunch it a few days later, and I think it filled up in 2 days. So as you can see, I actually missed it. I was actually debating whether I wanted to deposit into it or actually wanted to use the fund for something which I could deem more important, as I know that I can get quite a good APY by providing liquidity on Meteora and getting their Met points as well, or with Sanctum. But now Sanctum's ended, it would have been good to possibly move over the 10 Sol to get the permanent invite code. So if anyone does have a permanent code, just drop it to me in the comments or join the Discord and tell me, and I might actually be able to put it on my website in the relevant article as well. Okay, next up we do actually have something interesting by Box Mining, so make sure to check out their channel if you haven't. But what they say is about the Aethir Edge, which is the decentralized device for actually mining the ATH token, and this is deep in, it's a real thing which you can order. And there is just something to note: if you want to participate in the phase 2, which happens tomorrow, you can visit the website, sign up, you just have to enter email and you have to enter a referral, and then you do have to deposit this 50 USDT. This is quite an expensive device though. If we go over to how much it costs and we drop it down, we can see that the actual price is 1,100 USDT, and for all waitlist registrants it's a bit lower at 999. So we do know that the ATH token is available on some pre-markets currently, so I think it's currently a few dollars. And they do also seem to have this referral page, and you do have to fill in your shipping details. I'm not quite sure what the point of the referrals is, but I will leave that in the description. It's totally free to sign up if you do just want to get onto this page to see all about how it all works and if you might be interested. And now I do just want to quickly cover a free Solana socialfi project which you can get involved with as well. It's quite small and it's quite underrated, and it's very simple to start, and it's the non-fried chicken. So this is actually associated with the SPL 404 protocol on Solana, and what you might know them more by is the Mutant Labs NFT, but they are partnered with Magic Eden. It's very simple. You can visit the non-fried chicken website. You'll have to enter your email and actually have to manually type in your Twitter username, and you can earn their points currently right now. You can earn the Bork by making tweets. So if I click on how it works, I'm brought to this page, and it's simply by liking, retweeting, and like and retweet. So if they perform these actions on your tweets which mention them, so kind of like Pac-Moon has done over on Blast, but this is on Solana. So making good quality memes, not spamming content, you will be able to get on the leaderboard and earn their points. So I will look into this a bit more and of course make an article on it for the website. And last but not least, Orbiter Finance have said that if you have some Orbiter O points, you have 50 of them, you'll be able to get a random amount of the Orb Guy Lucky Bag. So they do have a claim link right here, and it does look like this is just a meme token for their community, and I'm not quite sure how the price is doing, but these meme tokens do seem to do well quite often. So that is everything. Make sure to head over to the website, head over to daily news, and make sure to check out all the links in the article as well if you prefer that.